Hello, my friends, and welcome back to PlayStation Live from E3. Thanks, Ryan, for that great toss. I am joined once again by Dan Hay from Ubisoft Montreal. You are the creative director on Far Cry 5. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me. Sid, thank you for joining me as well. So we just saw the playthrough that you and I just did recently where we showed off Boomer the dog in Far Cry 5. Now we're going to be looking at a different gun for hire. First of all, tell me a little bit about it. What do we got going on today?
Well, we want to, make sure that when people sort of explore the world, they have the opportunity to use different guns for hire. So we gave you Boomer for sure, but we also want to be able to give you the ability to fly and the ability to take this plane and strafe if you want. So we have this character in the world named Nick Rye, and he's quite a character. He's basically got this plane and he's fitted it with this giant gun. And you get this plane, and you can start to use him as a guns for hire. You can call him. He can strafe. He's got a hell of a personality.
Okay.
He'll show up and cause some trouble. And basically what he likes to do is blow shit up. That's what he's good at. So you give him a call, and that's exactly what he does.
Are you saying that a character in a Far Cry game has a big personality?
Yes, I am.
I don't believe you.
It's shocking, I understand.
It's nonsense.
Yeah.
It sounds like nonsense. But you know what? We didn't even get a chance to talk about in this segment kind of the setting for Far Cry 5. So different from the rest of the series. I know we're going to go to the footage soon, so go to the footage, guys. But until we go there, tell me a little bit about why Montana.
Well, take a look at it. I mean, it's beautiful. We actually went there, and we just kind of discovered it and fell in love with it. The thing is that for us, we know that Far Cry has typically been about putting you on a plane 6,000 miles away and giving you somewhere exotic. But we said, what if we could do that kind of at home? What if we could let you explore the things that you already know and make that feel a little bit twisted and interesting? How do you do it? And in this case, what you're seeing is the cult, which we built, has actually taken over this small town of Falls End. You're looking at it, getting a sense of what you got to do. And then what we wanted to do is give you the tools, the weapons, and the people to be able to build this resistance and then fight back.
Awesome. So I actually have community questions, Sid. Can you believe it? Dan, get ready.
All right, I'm ready.
You already know what these are. Oversoul Gaming wanted to know, this is the first Far Cry game I'm really interested in. Will it be newcomer friendly? Is it more focused on action or stealth?
It's a great question. I think that from the standpoint of it being newcomer friendly for sure, right? We definitely want to be able to make it so that if you played a Far Cry before, you're going to be able to pick this up and go, okay, I get, oh, that's different. Wait a minute, this surprise. But if you've never played a Far Cry before, it's a great opportunity for you to pick it up and to be able to experience it for the first time, because we're building a story that you author, right? Gone are the days of the linear story. What we want to be able to make it is that you can go in any direction, meet any character, and be able to imbibe in the action bubbles that you want to do. So for sure, it's completely friendly.
Good. Well, he asked a good question then.
That's great.
Go ahead.
What's your next one?
Philippe wants to know, is the wingsuit back? Missed it a lot in Primal.
I don't even know if I'm allowed.
Primal is.
Wait, you're just like sew together a bunch of fur skins for like just
It's not like we didn't talk about it, but the question was that I don't honestly know if I'm allowed to talk about the wingsuit. You know what? Fuck it. Yes, it's back.
Okay.
And what's cool about it is that we didn't just put in the wingsuit. We actually built a character that's this legendary stuntman that's from Montana, our character.
Awesome.
And when you do a lot of this stuff with the wingsuit and other things that you do that are stunts in the world, you're actually paying homage to him, and you can unlock stuff based off of his personality from like the 1960s and the 1970s.
That was a PlayStation Live for me.
There you go.
Heard it here first.
There you go.
I'm sure Dan's colleagues are just over the moon.
Exclusive.
And you know, I know we're already a little bit through the demo here, Dan, but we didn't really talk about the father and the cult yet. But that's obviously a huge point in Far Cry 5. It's sort of the antagonist of the series.
Yeah, I think people know that we've worked really hard, and when you think about it from the standpoint of Far Cry 3 and Boss, and Far Cry 4 and the things that we did with Peg and Min, there's an expectation, the bar set very, very high. So we said, how do we build someone who's truly interesting, truly magnetic? How do we make it so that they have control over people? How do we make it so that they have an ethos? And so we started to cobble together this idea of the father. And then we started to think about, okay, who do we get to play this? And we got a lot of interesting options in terms of casting. And then we found a guy by the name of Greg Brick, who is unbelievable. And this guy is spooky. He's a fantastic actor. He came in, he's playing our father. And the thing about him is that when you meet him, he was the one actor that I met that I actually believed he could bring me into a cult. And that was all the difference. Plus, he doesn't blink, and it's really spooky.
Like at all?
At all. It's weird, yeah.
That's another exclusive.
Yeah.
Wait, really though? Does he have like eye drops that he's
No. He's just intense. He's really. you know, he's really good at his craft and he's intense. And when he brings the father, he brings it all.
That's amazing.
And you know, Dan, this is amazing because compared to the footage we were just seeing, our driver here is already, it's so much different from what we were seeing before.
Different game
different pathways through, different encounters.
That's what we wanted, and it wasn't just in terms of a single area. I mean, we want that for all the regions in the game, that you're going to meet different communities, you're going to have different guns for hire, different opportunities, that you can attack it. I mean, Far Cry has been about freedom, opportunity, and surprise, and that's what we bring.
And these partners, these co-op partners are available for co-op play as well, right?
Well, what we do is we wanted to be able to make it that we had 3 basic systems for this. You have guns for hire, so you've got people like Nick, people like Grace.
Got it.
You've got fangs for hire, people or animals like Boomer, and other
people,
animals. Other animals that I can't talk about, but I desperately want to. And then you also have co-op, and you've got friends for hire. And we make it part of this big system so that when you go out into the for hire system and go out in the world, the anecdote factory pushes back.
Awesome.
I mean, I heard
we're almost out of time, Sid.
To other animals, I mean, could it be a moose? Could it be something? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
There's no time for moose.
All right, I'll be quiet.
Dan, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Cheers,
Thank you so much for coming on.
Great.
That was Far Cry 5 coming to PS4. Dan, such a pleasure. And of course, we have so much more coming up today from PlayStation Live from E3. Stay with us.
PlayStation